What's up, YouTubers, and welcome back to Mommy Mondays. Last week I forgot, to be honest with you, my ADHD got the best of me, and I totally spaced off doing a video at all. It is currently Wednesday, May 14th, 10:14 a.m. Trenton says hi. Anyways, yesterday I had my first appointment at the high risk. You talking to the people? Yesterday, I had my first appointment at the Hyrix Center. I'm not a new patient. I'm an old patient, but I'm a new patient with this baby. Baby is perfect. No concerns with the baby. All the measurements are perfect. I am measuring at 25 weeks and 4 days as of yesterday. Baby is measuring at exactly 25 weeks. Baby is a little bit small, but right on schedule. They have no concerns. We are going to try to do a vaginal birth. My OB said that I am the perfect candidate because I've had several vaginal births in my previous pregnancies, minus the triplets. Obviously, if you have a vaginal birth after a C-section, there can always be risk, which I already knew about, so I wasn't really worried. I did discuss having my tubes tied, fried, whatever I possibly can, because this is going to be the last baby. And she said that we will discuss it at 28 weeks. So we're close or to my third trimester. I go back to see that high risk OB in 5 weeks. And I know I'm just shy of my third trimester, so I will probably end up having weekly appointments. I do have an appointment coming up on the 20th to see. Let's see, the high risk center that we go to upstairs is for like ultrasounds, and then downstairs is for the actual like just normal OB stuff. So I will be going to the normal OB starting the 20th, I think. I might have one more appointment at Pender County, but I'm not sure. Either way, since I'm going to be starting the third trimester, I will be starting weekly appointments. Which at this point, I know this is a really weird angle. Oh, by the way, before I get into it, if you hear anything in the background, I do not own rights to anything that you hear in the background unless you hear the babies. So I'm too lazy to get up to turn down the TV to do this video, and I'm sitting in the living room because, well, that's where the babies are, and that's where I feel like being right now. Anyways, so that's that on the doctor's appointments. Mentally, I think I've always been a very anal cleaner, and when my anxiety heightens, I clean a lot and stuff like that. And you would think that cleaning, like keeping up with triplets and trying to clean constantly, is like impossible. I don't clean up constantly. I clean up a couple times a day. I like just cleaned up this morning, put all their blocks up because I got some blocks from my mom who went to Town where my aunt lives, and she got them some more toys. We'll put it that way. But I put up their Legos, I put up their blocks, and that way they can jump on their big bouncy ball thingies, and the doors open in case they want to go in the pool, because it had rained the past couple days. It had rained so much that it had filled up their pool, so I don't have to fill up their pool, which makes it so nice. Except for the fact that the water is really cold. There's Millie. And these girls right here are crazy to go in that cold water, but they're water babies. They love it. And it's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I'm keeping the door open in case I want to go outside and play for a little while. I did make a bunch of Play-Doh again, because I'm now an expert Play-Doh maker. It's cheap. It's so easy to make. If anybody wants a recipe, you can either Google it yourself or I can link it. I probably won't even remember to link it, but if somebody comments and wants my recipe that I use, then I can totally give it to you. I did find a recipe for non-poppable bubbles. So that's going to be something that we're going to be doing if it rains and seeing how that goes. I'll probably, if I can remember again, try to film that. I probably will because that's a science experiment and I would like to film it. Mentally though, that's what I was going to say. Mentally, I'm getting into the phase where I am on 75 milligrams of my medication, Effexor, and I went down from 150 to 75 just because I'm pregnant and I didn't need the 150. And then I'm at the point now where I almost want to go back up to 150, Nose. Yeah, it is my nose. Only because I might need it for postpartum once the baby's born. And my anxiety, the medicine's still working. It's just like I'm getting more nervous the closer it gets. Um, because there's some surprising things coming up. And I know that baby is due in August, and that's only a few months away. And thinking about it is like this month, it's already the 14th, so this month's pretty much almost half gone. And that makes me nervous that this summer's going to go by really fast. All of a sudden, the baby's going to be here, and we have like nothing ready. Our lawnmower, speaking of mentality, I've had 1 cup of coffee today, so ignore me. Ignore me. I apologize if I'm a little speedy, and I'm trying to get a lot of things done. Um, but our lawnmower, we found out it's a starter. It needs like either the whole starter or one part for the starter, and then we can mow the lawn again because our grass grows so ungodly fast. It definitely needs a mow again. Bless our neighbor who mowed most of our yard for us last week, and the babies got to play in it. They're not going to go outside for a few days because the ant mounds have been crazy, and then it rained a few days, so it's all muddy outside. Not that I mind if they get muddy because I mean they're kids; they can play in the mud and the water. But I really don't feel like washing them off. And then if they go in the pool, which I could wash them off in the pool, it's just easier to block them off on the porch and just not have them in the yard. Um, but yeah, that's another thing that's been bothering me is because the yard I really want to get um, cleaned up and fixed, and then weed sprayed and bug sprayed. We are in the process of doing home remedies when it stops raining and dries out to kill most ant mounds and some of the weeds and stuff. Like I am drying out coffee grounds because you can put coffee grounds around the perimeter of your house and your garden, and it will keep out certain types of bugs or old bugs, which is going to be nice. So then you don't have to use the home defense. I know there's like a cornstarch and sugar mix you can pour in ant mounds that is very pet kid friendly, so that will kill the ant mounds. So that's what we are in the process of doing, or I'm in the process of doing, if when it stops raining. But my point with the yard is the fact that I'm trying to get it done because then they can go outside and play more, and um, because it's gonna be nice, and I don't want them cooped up in the house all the time. And I just feel like I have like no time. I'm getting to the point where that's where I almost want to increase my medication because my anxiety with the whole I don't feel like I have enough time for anything is coming to. However, I don't want to increase it yet only because I'm right there at the end of my pregnancy and I don't want anything like any complications to come up if I increase it. Although if I do increase it, I increase it. But at the moment, I don't feel like I need to. But that's where I'm at with my anxiety, and I'm sure it's nesting too. I've hit that not only in my normal cleaning routine, but I've hit the nesting phase where I'm. If anybody understands nesting who's had kids, or if you don't understand nesting, you basically go into overdrive with super cleaning and detailing and everything else, which makes it hard, obviously, with toddlers, especially when there's 3 of them. But I'm doing the best I can. I have been slacking off a lot lately, and I will be honest with cleaning in general. I mean, I do the dishes and the laundry and pick up their toys and stuff, but I finally like deep mopped our living room and kitchen floors, and oh my god, it. I never really paid attention to how much these floors, even though they get swept up every day and vacuumed, how much your feet turn black, I guess, if that makes sense. Like they're just dirty. They need to be mopped. And yeah, I don't know how to describe it. But on our septic point, our septic. So we got the permits, everything's a go. We're just waiting to hear back from a couple people who will actually come and like fix our septic. Supposedly it only takes like a week or two to fix the septic system. And the reason why is because they have to do it in parts, and we haven't heard anything back. My mom's tiny home is going to be either delivered this weekend or next week, so that's another thing that's coming up so she can start moving her stuff out. We keep trying to tell her that we're not kicking her out, but she's ready. So that's another thing that's making me nervous is because it's like her stuff is coming, and then as soon as she moves out of where the babies are going to go, we have to get their room fixed and done because we have to fix the window, we have to fix the drywall, then we have to paint, and then we have to move all their toys, not toys, but like all their toys, set up their beds and everything else in there. I did take down the side of the crib to make a toddler bed. And I'm going to try that out today for nap time and see how that works. Um, Eventually, we're going to get rid of the crib that they had because um, it's just falling apart. I don't know. Basically, we have another crib. We don't have the screws. So I don't know if we have the screws for the other crib, but hopefully the screws that we have for this crib that we are currently using will fit the other crib. If not, we're just going to get a new one for the baby. Well, Jim wants to get a new one anyways for the baby. But if we have the screws for that other one, then we have 2 toddler beds and we only need 1 more. So that's great. Or we'll just get toddler beds. Like I said previously in one of my vlogs, my idea is to use their big playpen that they had in the living room. And you put the mattresses and a bunch of stuffed animals down in their playpen so they have one big sleeping area. That's one of my goals. And I know everything that I'm feeling with my anxiety is normal. Hey, please, guys, they're taking their trucks. I mean, you can hear that in the background. But Brendan, guys, stop. Isabel, hold on here. But yeah, everything I'm feeling I know is normal with the whole pregnancy thing, with the anxiety of like the nesting and trying to get everything ready, feeling like you don't have enough time to do anything, feeling like you're overwhelmed. I've never actually had my kids custody of like Airly when I was pregnant with her sister Lillian or Cora. So I don't know. This is new to me to have not only 1 toddler, but 3 toddlers that are 2 being pregnant, trying to keep up with them, trying to take care of myself, and then trying to get the house ready for the new baby. And it's really overwhelming, but at the same time, it's like I know Jim and Mom help a lot. Um, but I'm one of those people who does not understand that I can't do a lot. And when something needs to be done, I want to do it myself. And I can't do a lot of things. Or the things that I want to do, I have to wait for Jim. Hey, Isabel, please. Like, we still have to burn some of our trash in our trash pile and take that to the dump. There's a lot of stuff in our front yard that we have to take to the dump. And since I don't drive, I can't do that. But if I could, I mean, I can't anyways because I have to be home with them. But even if I could, like drive and have Jim stay home with babies, I would have been taking stuff all the time. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just that overwhelming feeling of like, I just don't feel like I have enough time to do anything. And then what little things I try to do. But that's another thing. We do have to, I went through all their toys, picked out all the toys that they're not currently playing with so we can put them somewhere like in the shed or something. That way they can keep out the toys that they do play with and it's not so overwhelming to pick up at the end of the day. What else is going on? Uh, that's where my head at. That's why it's like, it was hard to make a video last week because not too much is going on besides my normal life. So if I step back a little bit from making vlog videos, that's why, because I don't want to keep repeating the same thing every single week. It gets kind of boring. I know I'm trying to keep up with doing weekly things. It's just not very much goes on. Tuesdays, again, totally spaced off. We'll just say that this week, currently, I've pretty much taken a break. I might upload a video on Friday because it is only Wednesday. I have a couple videos that I could upload on Friday already set to go. I don't know if I'm going to yet. That's another thing. In my previous vlog, I said that I'm having technical difficulties with the software that I'm using, and I don't want to um, uninstall it, then reinstall it, and have to repay for it. I'm pretty sure since I've already paid for it, I don't have to do that. But that's another reason why my laptop at this point is getting to be really old, and it's been well used, and so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need a new laptop soon. My laptop still is pretty fast. It's just well used. We'll put it that way. So it could be my laptop too, not functioning as well. Get off my arm, honey. You have a very hard head. But oh, sleeping. Sleeping is interesting. As the belly grows, because little man here still co-sleeps with us. And I know I was trying to transition him into sleeping by his own. That's another reason why I took the side part down for the toddler bed, because I was hoping that I can start training him to sleep on his own, because we're definitely going to need to do that. Um, and I know I talked about how when the babies get their other room, Jim's probably going to sleep in there, or I'm going to sleep in there just so they can fall asleep. Um, that's almost about it. I don't have any weird cravings, by the way. The biggest craving, it's not weird, but the biggest craving I have is the bubbly, specifically the brand bubbly, sparkling waters. I'm obsessed with the blackberry ones now. I did buy the limoncello ones. They're good. And I did buy the other ones that are grapefruit flavored that are okay. I'm probably going to add some mint to those, to that one, just because I love grapefruit. I just don't care for that sparkling water. Waterloo is probably my second. The LaCroix. It's not really my favorite, but I bought that one because they were out of my bubblies. That's the only craving I really have. Oh, Mother's Day. Mother's Day was awesome. I feel bad that I didn't really get my mom anything. I did we did buy her some pizza because that's what she really wanted. She wanted a really good pizza. And I'm going to cook dinner tonight. I'm cooking Indian chicken. So I did cook peanut steak the other day. So she had that. And then tonight I'm cooking Indian chicken. So she'll have that. But the babies and Jim, aka mostly just Jim, got me a little thing of roses and two stuffed animals, a card, and a tumbler cup. I think that's it. They got me this heart pillow. I'm not even about. If I can remember, like I said, I could show that later. But they got me a little stuffed animal, bear. It's white, and then they got me a heart pillow that says Super Mom on it that I've been sleeping on. That thing is so fuzzy and comfortable. I love it. And then the card is this. It's one of those singing, dancing cards. If you open it, it has little emojis, and it says that song. I'm so happy. Or happy, I think it's called. Can't remember who sings it right now. But and then the tumbler cup is a pink tumbler cup. It's heavy when you put water in it, but he said this way. He knew I needed a new cup because all my tumblers, he feels bad that he's lost over the years of leaving them at work. Um, and I'm looking like this because my daughter decided to not use the potty and just peed on the floor. Yes, we're still in that phase of they have potties, they know how to use the potties. They haven't used them yet, but they know that if they feel like they have to go, that's beside the point. So that's going to be fun to clean up. Potty training, potty training. On that note, I'm not going to continue on anymore. But Mother's Day was great. I got Flaming Amy's, which is still. I worked at Flaming Amy's at one point. It's still my favorite restaurant. Still love their food. I probably will always be my favorite restaurant. On that note, any questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns, or advice, you guys can list those below. If you guys would like the Play-Doh recipe that I use, I can link that or comment afterwards. Or if you want me to link the unpoppable bubbles recipe, I can do that as well. And until I guess my next vlog, because I don't know when I'm going to be filming my next vlog. So you guys stay awesome.